All right. Well, good afternoon. How's everybody doing?
Great.
Fantastic. I want to thank the media, but most importantly, these amazing volunteers. And Miss Fetterman and I went over to Spain in 2012 with a group of incredible Pensacolians that really were passionate, like all of us here today, about our heritage and the Battle of Pensacola with Bernardo de Galvez in 1781, which was one of the most important battles that Florida won in the American Revolution. And I think when you talk about history and arts and culture, it's incredibly important to talk about the past, how we all got here today. And Nancy and I had the luxury of traveling together to Macharavillaya in Spain in 2012. And Nancy is really, you always need to have a captain of the team. And Nancy has gone way above and beyond to get this going. And with Mayor Campos in Macharavillaya and Katie Hallibone, which is the vice mayor of Macharavillaya, recently commissioned this incredible painting that we're going to unveil of Galvez here in a second to really kick off the monument project that we're all been working on, the Pensacola Heritage Foundation. Let's give them a big round of applause. And again, it's all about community and people coming together to celebrate our rich history in Pensacola. Being America's first settlement, this is incredibly important to tell the story in the past, where we're going, where we are today, and we couldn't have done it with without the Heritage Foundation. So thank you very, very much. And so I know Nancy wants to talk about a couple things, but first, Francisco Rodriguez painted this beautiful portrait. I have not seen it. I don't know who has seen it, but this is really exciting because there's one, this is a replica of the original one that's hanging in Madrid.
And also in the Halls of Congress.
In the Halls of Congress, which obviously Galvez is an honorary citizen, which was a huge, again, team effort on all of us, and Congressman Miller really pushed that through Congress. So it's really incredible to think about Pensacola making these big strides in the last few years. And truthfully, this has been going on only 4 years since we put our foot on the pedal. So Nancy has a few words that I think is very important to talk about Galvez from the beginning when we went over to Macharavillaya. So Nancy, I'm going to turn it over to you.
Thank you, Ashton. I'm going to read my remarks because it's so important to tell you exactly the story of the legacy that Spain has always had in the city of Pensacola, but even more importantly, the story right now, right here, as it concerns Bernardo de Galvez and our monument project. With the Pensacola Heritage Foundation. Jim Green is here today to speak with you also, and we just want to give you a little background of the portrait you're about to see. The portrait of Galvez was painted by Francisco Rodriguez, a young painter from Malaga, Spain, and you'll see quite the talented Spain. It's just a little bit different from the iconic painting you'll always see of Bernardo Galvez. It has the actual coat of arms up on the right-hand side, and it says, "Yo solo," I alone, who came through those Pensacola Straits and brought his army and navy to come here for the Battle of Pensacola. This copy of the iconic portrait now hangs in the Halls of Congress, minus its coat of arms. But it was commissioned by the Foundation of Remedios Medina, and its president, Francisco Javier Fructuoso Medina, also a Granadero, commissioned the work to collaborate with the city of Pensacola and the Pensacola Heritage Foundation and its equestrian statue of Bernardo de Galvez. It was the brilliant idea of Katie Hallibone, the vice mayor of Macharavillaya, who started the ball rolling. The portrait then was commissioned in the hope it could raise funds for the Pensacola Heritage Foundation and to complete the statue. More now from the president of the Pensacola Heritage Foundation, Jim Green.
Thank you, Nancy. Appreciate it. Thanks to all the work that Nancy and a lot of our people have done on making this come to fruition for the whole city. We're very proud and really honored to have being able to receive this portrait here, because just as the whole project is, all of this is going to the city. It's going to be downtown for the city to enjoy the statue, and also for as part of that project to display, we hope, in a prominent place for Bernardo de Galvez, very similar to the one that's in Congress, except it has a Pensacola touch to it, which we will see when we look at the portrait.
Well, thank you, Jim, very much. It's incredibly important for everybody to know about the Pensacola Heritage Foundation and the tireless efforts of everyone here today that have made this a reality. And I think when you think about it, when you're coming south on Palafox, one of America's greatest streets, you're going to see the most beautiful equestrian monument of Bernardo de Galvez right at the foot of Palafox. So again, that's going to be very, very important for the growth of our great city, and we couldn't have done it without you. So thank you, Jim.
All the help that we've
It's a
had
team
from all the city and everyone.
Let's have the whole committee come up here. We're going to unveil this beautiful portrait.
I'll go over with the mayor.
Over here, okay. Get everybody in here.
Don't drop it.
Let's see if we can get this up.
Ready? Wow.
Nancy, you want to show them the coat of arms?
Sure.
Here's the coat of arms here that says Yo Solo, I alone came through the straits, to show the admiral on the ships that said, no, we can't go on into that small strait without being strafed by the local gendarmes that were there. But Galvez on his boat, the Galveston, came through the straits, and then the other Navy vessels came through as well. So the King of Spain allowed him to put this on his coat of arms, and Yo Solo and Pensacola is all a part of each other.
Fabulous.
You know, it's really fitting that they would help us with this portrait here, because they also helped us in the war. They gave money to Washington to help us fight the war, as they were loose, didn't have enough money for supplies. And here again, they're helping us again to raise money to promote our Spanish relationship, and so we're so grateful to them.
And we're grateful to the mayor of Machiavelli and to Katie Halliburton and Senora Medina. It is just such a wonderful tribute to the friendship that we enjoy between Spain and Pensacola. So bravo, bravo everyone.
Bravo.